So with your businesses, Floy Online Enterprise and marketHER, you were speaking a little bit about authenticity. How have you been able to leverage the platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube or Instagram to continue to grow your brands on those platforms?
Absolutely, that's a really good question. So I have kind of like subcategorized everything the way I do things. So for example, my YouTube is that's something that I've always had a passion for. It's something that I have grown up loving to do. But I always had the dream that I wanted to be really big on YouTube. It was never like, I wanted to monetize it, but I just wanted to be a big YouTuber. I wanted everyone to see me, and I wanted to have impact on people's lives. But I think it's recently, probably within the past 5 years, as I see how big YouTube, because I've been on YouTube since YouTube first dropped. Like, what was it, 2006, 2007 or something like that, YouTube first dropped. I've been on it since then. And just the growth that I've seen, I'm like, I can actually live my life and actually people can see my experiences through there. So when it comes to me, I think YouTube is the rawest form of my personal brand and who I am. And what I do is that I try to use my business and professional. I try to use the edge, because with YouTube, the only way you're gonna be successful in YouTube is authenticity. You can be fake, but people will catch on to it. The best way to do YouTube is be yourself 100%. So I use the fact that I'm just this, entrepreneurial individual, and I feel like we have a lot of everything, but there's not that much businessy people that are kind of okay, well, I like beauty and I like this too, Sure. So I'm kind of okay, well, I guess that's going to be my thing. Your niche. My niche is going to be, the business side of it. So I try to incorporate that into my videos. So for example, I have a series that I do called Business Bay Monday, right? And Business Bay Monday, I came up with the name. I was like, I want to do something on a weekly basis. So Business Bay Monday, I'll give tips. It'll be some conversation about business. And I noticed that, for example, from Twitter. So I'm just going to kind of go through all the platforms through Twitter. Yes. I started building a reputation for being this businessy person that knew how to do resumes. I knew how to, do interviews. I knew how to do professional emails. And I kind of started building that reputation. Pretty open book with a lot of my things. I'm pretty, I like to share a lot of things, with my followers and stuff like that, just to help people more so than not, or to give people motivation. Because even seeing someone like myself succeeding, a black woman, people are like, okay, well, I can do this too, right? So something like that. Twitter kind of transpired that influence that I naturally had on Twitter, which was Twitter just started off as something I just like to talk, right? Yeah. And it turned into an influence. So I kind of used that to go into YouTube. Yeah. And then LinkedIn is professional. It's something that I started originally to contact people when it comes to business endeavors. Not because I was a student. I actually started off specifically as a business owner. And then I was like, okay, well, how can I make this more authentic? How can I make it, more than I'm just a business owner, but I'm this person that wants to network. So I started tweaking the pictures. I started saying, okay, well, I see you need a nice picture. Maybe I'll do a premium profile, or let me add some titles, or let me, start making my page as authentic and me as possible. I started networking with people, talking to people, about my businesses, and lo and behold, at this point I have almost 3,000 connections on LinkedIn. So each platform serves its own purpose, is what I'm trying to say. Definitely. Right? And it all started with me just being myself. Yeah. And with me finding what worked for me. Yeah. So a lot of people come to me for advice. I notice a lot of people come to me for business advice and for anything with networking. I would say that I become a connector. I know, and that's kind of the basis of marketHER, for example. I connect people, me and my business partner, my best friend, we connect people. So if we know this girl does hair and she's an amazing hairstylist, how about we connect her to a photographer? How about we find a stylist and we find a model, and that's one whole project in itself. Everyone benefits from it, because now they are going to create some project that's going to give them publicity and is all going to benefit them all in a way.
It's right? Seeing the system from a high level. It's okay, you've got this single note of the photographer. What else? What other resources do they need in the form of people? Exactly. That's actually going to make this a full-out picture. And social media, which is why I love social media, and it's why I decided to really start studying it. It has such a huge influence, right? And all you really need to get big on social media, or all you need to start creating that impact, is really authenticity. Be yourself. Be who you are. Mm-hmm. Obviously you can be fake. You can have a fake persona and portray it on social media, but I think the best way is to be yourself.